Hi everyone, hope you can hear me. Today's Christmas. So happy it's Christmas time. It's Christmas. Everyone is preparing for the festive period. I just want to ask a question. Are you preparing for the Christmas period over here? This place is so chilly right now. Can you kindly comment how you are preparing for your Christmas wherever you are the country? Kindly respond in the chat. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's live chat. I just want to use this medium to appreciate every of my old subscribers joining my platform and also for my new subscribers. Thank you so much. A big thumbs up for you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for supporting us through your comments, through your like, through your share, through your subscribing to the channel. It really means a whole lot for us to grow on the platform. Thank you so much. So today I just want to be having a chit chat section whereby I'll be discussing about some of our struggles as a new YouTubers, you how to manage it both with you being a mother and also meeting up with the social media platform challenges, and especially when you are new to the system. Sometimes it's so much challenging and discouraging, and if you're not careful, it might even make you to feel like you might feel burnt out. So you just have to what actually work for me sometimes it's like so discouraging when you feel okay, I put in a lot of effort and the results you are getting is not for encouraging, is nothing compared to the effort you put in. It's always discouraging, but I just want to encourage each and every one of us out there, small YouTubers like me, that you're trying to climb up the ladder. Don't be discouraged. Just keep on moving, keep on taking those bold steps, keep on making your research. Just take a move one day at a time. one day at a time, and keep on, as in just stay motivated. Because sometimes it's so discouraging, I understand. Just be motivated, be encouraged that one day it's like you planting a seed. Before you know it, you get the results, but it's gonna take time. There's a time of you planting, there is a time of you to water it, and there's a time for you to grow, and there is a time also for you to harvest it. So also see all this process as a process of you planting a seed, you monitoring it, removing all the unwanted plants like weeds that might want to affect the harvest that you really desire. So those are the way you should look at it. When you have those conscious picture in your mind that it's just like a tree, I'm planting a seed. I know when the time comes for me, I need to uproot the weeds. When the time for me to water, I must not water too much, so that I will also give the seed the ability to search for its own nutrient, to search for its own source of support. So just look at it that way. So when we keep on focusing on it like that, it really helps us to keep going. It's not going to be easy, yes, but always be encouraged that the end result matters a lot. It might be difficult at first, but with time, all those experiences that we've gained while falling when it's difficult should keep us going. So those are what we serve as our motivation and energy that boosts us to continue, not to be discouraged. Even though you fall, you remember that you rise up again. When you fall, you're going to rise up. And those experiences, don't let it use those experiences to learn a new way, a better way of doing things. So I hope that will also encourage somebody over there. Then another that thing I also want to encourage us is always, when you feel like your body is tired, please just give yourself a break. We need to find time to give ourselves that grace. Give yourself a break. It's not that easy. It's not that easy sometimes. Give yourself a break and give room for mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself. When your body is saying I'm tired, just give it. But the thing is that you just don't stay there. Make sure you always take a move towards your goal in life. Make sure you take a move towards your calling and purpose. Never be discouraged of whatever that is happening. Just keep on moving, just keep on being encouraged, just keep on working towards your given visions. Take a step, a bold step, one day at a time, and you see yourself achieving your god-given purpose in life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to, so just keep on moving. So now please kindly comment, what is your, I think for people in diaspora, it's a little bit chilly now. Now that I'm putting on a jacket, even when I'm inside, it's a little bit chilly. Very, very cold right now. So let me know where you are chatting from. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping with that lightning. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. So now we're gonna be talking about what are our goals for the year 2023. What are those things that we want to attain? Let's start journey. Let's start penning them down. It's not gonna be, as in, try and make a journal so that you can follow. Even me myself, sometimes I don't really follow what I put down, but it's part of discipline. For us to achieve our God-given purpose in life, we just have to discipline ourselves. It might not be comfortable at first, but the end result that we want to get will keep us going. The end result should be like the motivation part. It's just like when you who wants to start going to the gym, your muscles, your body will telling you no, don't go today. But because you have a particular goal you want to achieve, you have the desire, you was like, I just have to go. So those are the things that will keep you going. So also for everything that we want to achieve, let's try and imbibe this culture of penning them down. Just write out those things. Even the days you are unable to achieve those goals, you are unable to achieve those purpose, always try and give yourself grace. Okay, look at the lapses, look at where you are falling, the ones that you have exceeded. Those are the ways that will keep us in focus, that will help us to keep on moving towards our giving purpose, that will help us move towards betting those dreams and vision in and to bet them into reality. Then don't despise the days of little beginning. Don't wait till when you have a lot. Start with the little you have. It's not, see, don't let anybody, it's almost everybody has the same. The only thing that is fixed for everybody is the time, which is 24 hours. So it now depends on what you use your 24 hours to do. Do you maximize it to make more profit, or you just sit down and waste it like that? So whatever you use, how productive you make use of those limited time that each and every one of us has equally will determine how far we will go in life. I know, especially as a mom, it can be so challenging for us because you have to be a mother, you have to be a wife, you have to be a friend, especially people that have other ministerial activities. You still have to function in service like that. It can be so overwhelming, but always know that God will never give you anything that he knows you are not capable of handling. And whatever thing that God has committed into your hands, always see it as a privilege, because the master knows that you are able, the capacity, the virtues he has given unto you, you are able to achieve much more than what. So when you feel that you is becoming so overwhelming, or you are feeling like burning out, then you should go back to God. Ask for his grace, ask for his strength. His grace is always sufficient for us. Anytime I feel like um getting so burned, then I know I'm already deviating from the original plan, because God will never give you anything that you cannot handle. Though at first you might not understand it, that is why he is God. Because when you have a vision and you're able to figure it out yourself, then you know is a very small plan, is a very small vision. But when you have a vision, when you have aspiration that is beyond what your head can fathom, then you know God is leading you somewhere. So that will cause for you to absolutely surrender to him to help you throughout the journey. So also I want us to put this in our mindset in everything we are doing, as we are planning, as we are drafting our wish list. A lot of us, we have a long wish list. Okay, this is what I want for this year. But even in that wish list, always know that God is still interested in it. God is interested in that your wish list. But it is how you now hand over your own wish list to let him give you his own plan. Because for every plan he has for his children, for every plan that God has for each and every one of us, there is a purpose for it. And when you are patient enough to unravel those package that he has given unto you, you will see that everything you desire in life, is it wealth, is it prosperity, is it blessings, is it children, is it success, everything is in him. But it's for you to first hand over everything to him. You should be able to trust him to hand over the wheel. Let him be the driver. So I'm encouraging us as we are going into this year 2023, as we are planning, making all those plans for year 2023, always involve God. Always, as you draft your own physical plan, is good, because faith without work is dead. Yeah. Yes, I'm not saying you should just have faith and sit down idle. Nothing will happen, because God will only multiply that which is in your hands. But what I'm saying, as you are drafting down your all those things that you want to achieve for year 2023, invite him. Let him draft it out, and let him have the way. Let him be the one to lead you on the next step. Because when you learn to surrender, to yield everything to him, it's like you easing off the stress. He can handle it, in fact, far, far more better than the way you will handle it. So I know sometimes we are human, because his thinking is thought for us, just as heaven, just as the head is fat to the heaven, just as heaven is fat to the head, so also God's thoughts for us, the way God, he already knows the end result right from the beginning. So because we as human, we are limited by our side, what we can see. So that sometimes make us always want to factor in, okay, this is how I should go about it. But when we learn to trust God, to hand over everything to Him, then you will see that when He begins to unravel those things, those puzzles for you, you'll be so surprised that I can never have thought it will work out this way. That is why it's God. That is why it's God. So I am encouraging us that as we are going into this year 2023, don't just take your own wish. Don't just let your own wish list be the priority. Let God's wish list be the priority. Let Him hand over everything. Write it out. Yes, write the vision that He has given you. Write it out. But you still need Him to run with it, because He's able to give you every dimension, everything that is in the measurement that is needed to carry out, to bring into manifestation those dreams and vision. Don't allow our human strength to prevail over God's purpose for us. Don't be discouraged. Sometimes I know it's always difficult to wait, because the waiting period is always the most difficult thing to do. But when we learn to trust God, when we learn to hand over everything to Him, when we learn to surrender all to Him, then the journey become easy. And remember, when you are trusting God, that doesn't mean you will not face challenges. Get it twisted. Yes, we will face challenges, but you should always know that the word of God says that even when you are passing through those challenges, when you are passing through those fire, God is always with you. Even when those things look so difficult and it's so overwhelming, His grace is always sufficient. His grace is sufficient for us in time of weakness. And when we learn to hand over our weakness to Him, His strength is able to see us through. Let's learn to trust God. Let's learn to allow Him have the will of our lives, of our home, of our, even in the things that look so stupid to man, that is insignificant. God is interested in everything. Is interested in it. You'll be so surprised the way things will start falling in places when we learn to make the right priority and putting God first in everything that we do. Let's learn to put Him first in every areas of our lives, no matter how we might find it difficult. It might be so challenging, but learn to trust Him. Trust God. It's just like a toddler. We always trust the parent. Whenever the toddler raises up their hands, they know they are safe in the hands of their father. They know they are safe in the hands of their mother, because they know they will carry them. And whenever the parent carry them, they know there is no danger that we come across them, because they know they are abiding under the shelter of their parents. So also, when we learn to trust God, especially as we are going through this year 2023, let's abide under His presence. Let Him carry us. He said, behold, I stand at the door knocking. Whoever that opens the door for me, I will come in and dine. So also, God is sending this invitation. If only you will hear me, I love you more than the way. This burden, I can handle it for you. The rest that you desire, I can give it to you. Just when you learn to trust me. God will never impose His will or direction or purpose on anyone, but He always gives us the option to choose. To choose. Behold, I said before you the way of life, but I encourage you today to choose life. Choose life. Let Him hand over everything for you. Year 2023 is going to be a glorious year. It's going to be a year of manifestation, of abundant harvest. That is only if you allow God to take the wheel. Let Him take over everything. Don't allow the situation, the distraction of this world to weigh you or to lead you to depression, because the news around are so discouraging. But the word of God is life, is hope that give us the grace and strength to live each day. So be encouraged no matter what. Don't give up on God, because God has not given up on you. Don't be discouraged. Don't stay down. Don't be afraid to fall, because even when you fall, you will rise again. And don't just stay there. Don't allow the situation to weigh you down. Let it be like an experience. Let it be like a map that will lead you into your glorious future. Be encouraged, because you know why? Because the plan that God always have for each and every of His children, they are always of good. The plans he has for each and every one of us is always of good and not of evil, to give us an expected end. It's only those that allowed him to take over that he gives peace. And it's not too late. It just come the way you are. Just tell him, God, help me. He's ready to help you. He will never cast you away. Don't allow the hurt of the past. Don't allow the disappointment. Don't allow the rejections, the failure, the bruises that man has caused to withhold you from this gate that has been opened to you. He has a glorious future for you. But if only you will let go of those pains, let go of those hurt. It might be painful, but when you allow him to help you, everything will be well. You desire rest, you desire peace, you desire joy, you desire to live in abundance. You can get all this in him. You can. That so that when you are even walking, you are not being overwhelmed. You have the hope, not only in this one again alone, we have the hope of eternity through him. When we learn to trust him, when we learn to follow him day by day, when we learn to let go of the wrongs, when we learn to forgive, when we learn to love, we are in the season of love. And the purpose of this season is to celebrate the love that the Father has shown to us by giving His only child to us. That is the reason for the season. Love in the air, love everywhere. Why you not reciprocate this love back to your Savior? Why not reciprocate this love back to your neighbor? Show love to everyone. Let your light shine forth before that they may see your good work and glorify your Father which is in heaven. In your little corner, you can change your world. In your little corner, you can make an impact. You can transform. You can. It's not until when you have a lot of things. Start with the little you have. Start making impact for everyone you come in contact with. Let your light, let every first impression you make, people can say, yes, thank God I met this man. Thank God I met this woman. Thank God I met this daughter. Thank God I met this son. Thank God I met this grandpa. Thank God I met this grandma. Let our life speak value to people. Even if you are celebrity today, it's not about you being a celebrity, but the impact, the value you place in people's life is what they will always remember. We are going into year 2023. I know the struggles are real. I know the challenges are real. But even amidst all those challenges, even amidst all those struggles, what impact do you want to make? How do you want your 2023 to look like? Those people that you meet now and those that you are still going to meet in the future, what impression do you want to create? Remember that you can't give what you don't have. It is what you have. No matter how you pretend to be what you are not, it will fade. Learn to give love. And you can't give love without you first having love, loving whom the God has created you to be, loving yourself and loving God, because God Himself is love. Let the love of God flow from your inside. So from the inside, it flow out and becomes an overflowing stream, flowing to everyone you come in contact with. Our year 2023 is a glorious year. It's a year of supernatural turnaround. It's a year of manifestation. It is a year of fulfillment. But we have to be intentional to make a difference. We have to be intentional to create value in people, and we will not remain the same. Thank you so much for joining today's live. I appreciate every one of us. Please just comment in the section below where you are commenting from. Where is your weather very chilly as the way it is right now? I'm in Texas, so it's a little bit cold here. You can see me putting on jacket even inside. It's very cold. So tell me where you are chatting us from, and also what are those things that you have learned or and you think you can introduce or start implementing into your daily life. Thank you so much. Bye.